Uncut said, Pastor, I struggle tremendously with using profanity when in moments of anger. It's almost automatic. Would you have any tips to overcome this sinful habit? Kind of, but kind of not. Only reason is because it's not something I've had to walk through personally, so I can't speak from experience. I've heard from many people who have walked through that same thing, like they grew up in a household where that was just the norm. So it just became part of their speech pattern, part of their language. It was just normal. And so now, as adults, it's still a part of them, but then they get saved and they find that the language is still there. Can God like supernaturally remove that from us and remove the desire to even say those words? Yeah, he can, but I don't think that's the norm, as it is with most things in life. Most things are a daily discipline of dying to self, crucifying the flesh. So it's gonna take some work. It's going to take some work. So I've heard from people who had a much easier time dropping that habit, and others who still struggle with it to this day, and they're true, solid, born-again believers. The important thing is there that you don't want to take the grace of God and make it into a license to sin, because we know that kind of language should not be a part of our life as a believer. Let no unwholesome talk, corrupting talk come out of your mouths, the book of Ephesians says. So it's not something becoming of a Christian. It's not Christ-like. And I know that's your heart because you're saying, I want to stop, but it's just automatic. And the book of James even says, like, who can tame the tongue? It's set on fire by hell, it says. When you stub your toe, you hit your thumb with a hammer or something, like something's going to come out. Now, for someone who's never struggled with that, something else is going to come out, but still anger and mean noises are going to come out of your face. So I think it is something that it's literally just going to have to be like retraining your mind, your tongue. And maybe it's literally a piece of advice that I give other people struggling with anger, because I have struggled with anger, just not the cursing side of it, but in the face of anger and getting overwhelmed and stressed and whatever, is literally, as much as like this sounds like a preschool TV show for little kids or whatever, is close your eyes, take a breath, count to 3 before you respond. If you do that, if you can force yourself to do that, then you'll have at least a moment to think it through before you respond. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. It's something on the inside of us, and we need to fix that thing on the inside of us. As the Holy Spirit's convicting us and working on us, He's sanctifying us, but it's a process.